me, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look at me, can't stop.
Alright guys, so I'm filming a whole week in the life here, and this is going to be this video. It's just going to be a raw week in the life, taking you through my day-to-day here. So let's get it. If you guys enjoy it, leave a subscribe, you know the drill, and let's go. Right, good morning. Monday today, gonna get straight into it. As I said, highlight of the week in the life. Just gonna give you some highlights here, and yeah, let's run it. About to trade now. It's around 9:30 a.m. About to hop on stream, get this London session in, and see what we can do for Monday here. And yeah, gonna keep you guys updated, so let's get straight into it. I just finished up this morning London session, successful session, took gold buys this morning. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. Managed, instead of closing half, I closed full, so that netted my P&L for the day, not as much as I wanted, but that happens. Still a positive start of the day, can't complain. Good Monday, and yeah, I'll just show you quickly. This was the position here. I am going to put a replay of the position, but simply close above here, took a break of the high to continue, ended up supposed to be closing half here to leave the rest to run for 50 pips. That should have netted me about $1,200 here, and yeah, my full closure here limited to me about $500 for the day, which I'll show you now. So this early close here netted me half of what I should have made today. And yeah, let's see if we can get anything else on the charts. All right guys, so I want to break down this trade that we took here on Monday on gold. So the idea was setup number one. Setup number one is one of my entry models here, and it involves closing above a range, because what we need trend bias, what I use, because I'm trading a session. I'm trying to catch intraday movement during a session and the move of the session. So the whole idea is that once we leave the range, if we do have a clean range towards the left, we should be able to replicate that move. What do we need in order to trigger the trade? I'm going to talk about that. So for this reason, we had this candle close above here with these rejection wicks, and the time is very important, because we need volume in the markets, right? In the Forex markets, we can't really see accurate order flow to know exactly how volume's coming in, etc., but we can use time to our advantage and repetition of when we expect volume and the setups that I take to bring volume into the market. So the candle closing above here, not too early, right? Look at this time here. This is like 9:45, too early. I need to be taking trades past 10, and not a very strong close. Next candle started pulling back, made structure. Next one had no bottom wick. Problem with no bottom wick is that any time that candle can flip to make a bottom wick, and you end up being caught in the pullback. So that was also a 30-minute candle. So that means I needed to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. Once the 30-minute candle closed, now I have all my confirmations that I need. I can take this trade here and target basically stop loss below here, target this level as first target, and then try to leave a runner here to run for the rest of the day, because on higher time frame 4 hour, we had cleaner range and bias was bullish. I was expecting price to go up. I messed up. Instead of closing half, I closed full, which I showed you guys. But that was the idea. Break of high, boom, get into profit. We held a bit of drawdown here, but then first target tap. And if I left the runner, you can see it would have worked out quite nice here. Didn't even come back to entry. You could sit pretty much happily like that and relax. So that would have been nice to have. And that's basically the recap of this trade. So I hope that's useful and you learned something. So let's move on. Before I head to gym now, just made my New York plans, sent this through to the guys in the group here. So just sent in my plans now. And yeah, gonna go keep these plans, set alerts, and then just go to the gym. If the alerts trigger, we'll talk about potential setups, whatever may be going on. And yeah, that's it. So gonna go get to the gym and let's hit a big back workout. On my way to the gym, I forgot to mention that before leaving the gym, just had a quick checkup with the team. Talked to my partner in the software that we built called Pip Labs. It's our simulation software. Just check on that every day, answer emails, stuff like that, admin stuff. Also have a look at the team in terms of media, just catch up with them, schedule posts, stuff like that. Just, you know, it's normal stuff to have when you're running businesses. It's kind of part of the drill there. So gonna head to the gym now, and yeah, gonna go hit a back workout today. Actually, the next few days of me filming week in the life, I'm kind of filming this like a day in a life. It's gonna make it too long, so I'm gonna only film highlights, right? So yeah, on my way to the gym, and yeah, no pump cover today because we're traders, and we don't need a pump cover because we're traders, and traders have blood flowing through their veins, full speed, 24/7. Let's freaking go. Big pump, big back. Can't be walking around with a small back, guys. Come on. Can't be walking around small, full stop. Let's go. Go get your shit right. Yes, sir. Good morning. Let's get it, guys. Tuesday today. Gonna hit it now. Yesterday, forgot to show you a trade I took during New York, so I'm gonna go run that down for you guys. And yeah, new day, let's get it, let's have a look. Same routine, same session, gonna trade London session now. Gonna show you the trade and let's see what we got going on. Yesterday, I ended up taking these GJ buys here in New York session here. Very clean, close above this level here. Executed and got some amazing volume. Closed out here, but this thing ran for about, how much did this run for? That was my target there. This ran for like 70, 80 pips here. Great position. And yeah, that was the buys from yesterday. And yeah, today looking like we want to try retrace some of that move. Asian sessions already kind of pushed, which is a little bit unfortunate. Entries here would have been nice, some of this stuff, but let's see if we can get pullbacks to continue. And yeah, let's trade this session. About to start stream right now. We can see YouTube chats already ready to go. Yes, sir. Didn't take anything yet for London session. We mostly ranged, had some news, pushed us up, and now we're ranging. Currently scalping some GJ buys potentially here coming up. We'll see with the guys in the group here, just chilling, waiting to see if that's going to play out or not. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys, so I'm gonna hop into a meeting here about Pip Labs. Wanted to show you this, and this is basically what we're working on. This is a little flow chart with deadlines of what we want to include in our software. So planning by end of this month here to refactor our data feed, more accurate data, have restructure of 4-hour candles to make sure they're more accurate. We're even gonna now include on the same day to have basically chart template saving and resumal, which is gonna be a big feature that we've been working on. And we have some other stuff in the cooking here, but I'm not gonna, ruin all of that and leave that as a surprise because it's some pretty sick stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in the meeting. I'm gonna include you guys in the meeting, some clips of that, and yeah, let's get it.
I used to work the day away. I figured I could maybe pave a way. No, it's niggas that count the days till I fade away.
Another thing is building these sheets. Like if you're running a company, it's really good to have this, just to have like a roadmap of what you're doing and all different stuff like this. If you have bigger company with more staff, you can build workflows. So even for your support team, having stuff like, if this happens, then reply like this. If that happens, then reply like that. Or, having workflow, okay, when we complete this task, need media to be made for this, need staff to do this, need customer support to send it on this media outlet, all of this stuff. Now for us, our team is pretty small. I can manage that all myself. I don't need to make a workflow to send them. I have a mental idea of workflow as I constantly work on that, so I don't really need to create one, but that could be extremely useful. And it's just something I'm not doing because I don't want to waste time making that when I know what to do. And in the future, when you scale, it's something really useful actually. I had to gym today, sorry all this mess, but here's pre-workout formula. We got creatine, which I'm almost finished. Just take this daily. It helps cognitive function as well. In the gym, since I'm dieting a bit, I like to have something flavored. So I have EAAs, don't have BCAAs, they don't do shit. You don't really need supplements at all. And then for pre-workout, which should be working, come on, I have, there we go, I have a coffee as well, right? And that's it. And also, don't forget, this is secret formula, pink Himalayan salt. This is a good pre-workout. Take like a big pinch of this. I put in my food so I don't need it. But yeah, put this in your pre-workout and then thank me later. All right, finished up upstairs. About to head to the gym, just hopped outside. Nice to walk outside sometimes. Very fortunate I have nice trees around me. You guys probably hear on stream the birds and stuff. This is why. And yeah, gonna go make pre-workout, do all of that, hop in the car and go hit this leg workout. Let's get it. All right, so it's summer in Dubai now, pretty hot. People always complain, oh, so hot during summer. Now it does get hot, but you get used to it. Everything's AC, inside AC, car AC. I mean, my car's hot, so I'm sweating. But yeah, got my meal packed here. There's a little meal. I like to bring a meal with me to the gym. I always keep nutrition on point. Reason is why I keep nutrition on point is because I'm not very good at this vlog stuff, so excuse my bad filming. But reason I do bring all my food and eat well is because nutrition is a big part, man. If you're eating to perform optimally, you're going to eat to perform optimally mentally as well. Not only physically, but mentally. Very, very important, right? Super important to perform mentally optimal and physically optimal. So it's a big part of my life. Almost 10 p.m. Well, 10 p.m. basically. And going to wrap up for the day here. Didn't take anything in New York for myself. I was driving while there was a GU position active. Boys ate on that. Really happy to see that. But didn't take it myself because I'm not a slave to the chart. You can't be a slave to the chart. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do wrong things and you're going to end up in the long term making yourself, really regret, and you're going to make more mistakes. Your job is to follow a specific rules and do the minimum amount possible to achieve the maximum result. That is what trading is about. So be sure to be following that, and that's super important there. So don't be a slave to the charts. Show up when you want, take a trade, and get on with your day. So let's get it. Let's see what we have tomorrow. And yes, good morning guys. Let's get it. London session about to start here. Let's see what we can go and cook up for today. Yesterday, as you saw, no trades. Let's see what we can cook up for today. And yeah, have a look at the chart. CPI today in the market, so we need to navigate it carefully. Make sure we pick some good setups. GBP CPI and USD CPI. Gonna bring you along, and let's see what ends up happening here. All right, guys, thought I'd go into a trade recap here about the trade that we ended up taking here this morning, and just run you through it. Pop it up on the screen here. That's what we were able to do this morning. Very happy with the position, and sniper close for sure before a deeper liquidity grab. So before we get into the breakdown of the trade, I want to show you guys basically the replay of the trade here. So this is a trade. I did it all live on YouTube stream. So, there's no, bullshit that I didn't enter the trade and all of that, because I've done it in front of everyone. And this is why I like to have this. It's also good for me to look back at the trade here. So initial plan was to enter break of this high. I decided to go this high here. There we go, we entered into that trade. Decided to go break of this high there because more confirmation breaking that rejection wick. If we respected that rejection wick, it's going to be an issue. Stop loss was below the range, and yeah, that was the trade. Held a little bit of drawdown, immediately got triggered straight into drawdown. That's okay though, we have a lot of structure to protect our trade. Overall, pushed in profit, was moving pretty smoothly here if you ask me. Rejected here, came back in drawdown, which is fine. We were analyzing lower time frame, saying that this drawdown is fine, it's just creating higher lows. Here's a 5-minute retest in drawdown, looks all okay, and we eventually just continued towards the upside. Someone asked about gold, obviously, and we continued towards the upside, so it took its time. There we go. And yeah, we were speaking about average session push. So the reason we closed at this first TP here, basically our 1-to-1, is because of average session push. What I mean by average session push is this is a measurement I use. This is something I speak with the guys in the exclusive group. There's a whole video on that in the exclusive group, and it's calculating based on volatility, because people speak about risk to reward, people speaking about how to get to different levels on the chart, but what they don't understand is that volume is going to be a big factor in your risk to reward, because if price is not giving you the volume, it's very hard to reach that target, and if you're not going break even, not moving stop loss, you can just end up getting stopped out. So this is why we calculated this of average session push, and eventually it took its time, but did come and give us TP here, and towards the end here we did hit TP, which you guys saw the sniper close. So that's why I ended up closing there, and we can see it went for a second liquidity grab to give the move up, which would have stopped me out if I didn't close. So it was the right decision. So yeah, getting into the analysis of the trade here. Today CPI. So CPI, what did we see? I think we saw inflation come back at 2.2, which is higher than before, but lower than forecasted. So since it's lower than forecasted, right? Higher inflation means that they're going to keep interest rates higher for longer. The lower, they're going to reduce. And that's where we would see potentially the reduction of interest rates causing pullbacks on the pound here, after we've been expanding on the pound due to the positive interest rate environment. So with that small thing, we saw such a heavy reaction. Look at this reaction here. Didn't really make sense, because it's still higher than before, but not as low as forecast. So I think this is overpricing in interest rate cut bets, right? Because it's still higher than previous came at 2.0. Okay, where is it? Sorry, I lost my previous came in at 2.0 and we're 2.2, so it's still higher. I feel like it's priced in inflation, still on a bounce. So I felt that this was a very impulsive move towards the downside. With daily time frame being bullish, we have daily candle closing bullish. Yes, at resistance, but still closing very strong bullish. This candle means business. 4-hour time frame giving only one candle pullback here. This candle pullback, not even the strongest bearish close, respecting the range. I felt that we could see some relief after this impulsive move if we got what? If we got structure form. We saw liquidity grab from the structural point, right? Rubber band setup. You guys know it the best, those who follow me on Instagram. Rubber band setup from the downside. We then saw price come break these lows here. So this first support's not enough because we're inside of this range. Once we're inside of this range, it's not enough to do anything with that since we're stuck inside the range. So we saw rubber band setup. grab liquidity. We saw this candle also come back down, close back above the range. This is known as setup number 2. This is a classic setup we take. Retracement setup, support form. The reason again why this support's not enough, it's a heavy push down. We need more confirmation of a support form. Not only that, it was the 30-minute candle close as well. You don't want to buy after a bearish candle close, but after a bullish candle close, it makes sense, especially us closing back outside the range. That's what's very important, closing back outside the range to give us that continuation. So that's why I wanted to enter there, to make sure that we're getting above that zone, target ASP, average session push, and that was about it. So pretty clean trade, very happy with that. And yeah, let's continue and get on with it. All right, just cooked up a little meal for me. It's my third meal of today. I'm having beef with pasta. Normally today's not a workout day, so I'm playing with the carbs. Instead of rice, I'm having pasta. My next meal will be rice and chicken again, which I've pre-prepared, doing some meal prep before I head back upstairs. But I enjoy this meal, pretty tasty. And then later, after that, I will have beef again, but I'll do potatoes instead. But on my workout days, mostly doing rice. I don't have digestion problems, but on my workout days, mostly doing rice. All right, time for NY. Gonna go host a session in my group here for NY with the guys. So let's go ahead and jump on a call together and have a look what's going on for CPI today in NY. Let's get it.
Coming since a mile away, but got away. Riches and riches of bitches that take your smile away. Might be this gift that won't tempt me to step outside the day. I wonder if I clear history, can I search how to play this game the way you do, switch things.
Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday now, and yeah, just finished up my trading session as normal. As I said, I'm going through all my trades this week. Haven't taken anything this morning. I'm going to show you exactly why. Today I've decided to stay in cash, not put any risk on the market. And let me show you exactly why, because look at this. Absolute dog water. Look at this price action here, just ranging, and this is where to stay safe. Part of being a trader is the ability to know when not to trade, and this is not a time to trade when we're just ranging. This is a 15-minute time frame, and you can see we're doing nothing. All pairs were basically like this, and all my trading pairs, gold as well, was the same. We saw this just range in this zone here. If I zoom in a little for you guys, see that just stuck in range, 15-minute time frame. And yeah, that means that no trade day so far until we break out this range. Stay in cash and preserve capital. Don't know how good this camera angle is, but forgot to film in the car. For New York, we're looking for GJ buys, maybe after news in a bit. Now I'm about to hit a big workout. I'm actually halfway through, but forgot to film in the car. I might include a few clips of the gym workout. Hopefully you can hear me, and yeah, let's get it.
The crib, using no hands, oh shit, it feel like I'm floating. But I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plans.
Alright guys, so I'm back now from the gym, obviously. And yeah, a little bit at night now, around 10 p.m. right now. Actually gonna do a little bit. I want to show you what I'm looking at a few projects, doing some of my own work, some real estate work at the moment. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at there. We're going to have a look at the charts as well. I'm going to hop on my PC. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to have a look at the charts, what happened today, some really interesting stuff. Then I also want to show you some stuff about what I've been looking at right now on Pip Labs, something I've been working on. And yeah, you know, obviously something exciting is coming tomorrow. You probably see it already in the timestamps, but we're gonna go enjoy that, have fun towards the end of the week. Yeah, during the week I was actually supposed to go to a meeting. I was gonna show you guys more of Dubai. You've said you wanted to see that. I do need to make a dedicated video. I just turned on the camera and decided this week to film the week in the life, as I want to show you a realistic week, not, you know, planning ahead and having all these events set up. So that's how I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it pretty straightforward and something like that. And yeah, you know, a lot of people posting, you know, you're really motivated by the lifestyle, but you have to realize that it's time to lock in. Like, this is what it takes. You know, you need to find passion in the process. You need to find passion in actually doing the hard work and graft, because this is what's going to get you places. I find passion and success not in the lifestyle. The lifestyle is easy to live, right? All it takes is just to spend money, and you can live whatever lifestyle you want. You have to not just chase the bag, you have to chase the goals, right? Because the goals are going to take you places way further than a bag can take you, right? It's ever so fun to spend money. At some point it comes to a point where you want to do more with that. You want to make an impact, you want to build beyond that, and just, you know, enjoy the journey, because that's what's challenging and that's what you really strive for. And you'll have that mindset shift, and when that mindset shift comes, you'll really start to see things expand. So you have to lock in. You know, it's time to lock in and just put that work in, because that's what's going to get you places, you know, not wishing and dreaming of where you want to be, right? I mean, you can vision it, of course, I agree with that, but it's just going to put more pressure. Understand that, focus on the immediate goals which are going to lead you to those big goals. You know, it's healthy to have visions and goals, but this is the mindset you need to have, right? And this is exactly the way you need to tackle things. So understand that, and you know, I really do hope you've been enjoying my trade breakdowns and week in the life, just showing you how it is, you know, and what work is like. It's more behind the scenes. I didn't film everything. There was, of course, more things I went through, and you know, things during the day and keeping me busy, but I need someone following me around with a camera, which maybe we can make happen in the future. But yeah, you know, and if you guys want to see more of the lifestyle part, you know, where I go out and have more fun, I mean, during the week we're working, right? We can post that stuff. You know, I do post weekends in the life, which is kind of where you go have your fun, right? During the week, you know, I obviously spend my time in the gym, whatever free time I may have. I'm trading in the gym since it's New York session and answering questions and stuff. It allows me to still enjoy a workout and still be active. So let's get on the charts. I want to show you what happened today and, you know, go over a few stuff. So one thing I'm working on Pip Labs here, and I want to make more emphasis, is I'm working on a plan to kind of push more about our prop firm simulator. So this is something that we don't really talk too much about, but I need to start pushing it more because it's a really useful tool. We have a prop firm simulator where you can simulate passing a prop firm. So if you can't pass a prop firm on a simulator, you're probably not going to pass it in real life. But what I want to do is push this more, and our backend will be able to see what is passing rate, where do people fail in simulations, and we can give that data to you for free so that you guys can have higher chance percentage to pass funding challenges here. So this could be something extremely useful, and that's kind of what I've been working on. I do want to show you some other stuff, so I'm going to switch to you viewing me and me sharing screen so we can have a look at today. So first thing I want to do here is talk about the charts. Then I want to talk, I was doing a bit of homework on property market, as I like to look into real estate and having real estate, you know, building my portfolio. Have only one rental property, but still like to keep on top of the market and also give you guys a bit of information. But what's very important here is going to be what just happened over New York. So I sent out a New York analysis to the guys looking for buys above this zone. This was going to be this one right here. This was my only plan, buys above this zone on close. And I was actually made a Loom recording. In this recording here, I was saying there'd be a big move if we see price breakout of this, right? This breakout happens and it could lead into some heavy upside, definitely back, you know. So I was expecting a massive move, and this is the video I sent out to the guys in the exclusive, looking for this big move during New York, and boy did we get it. But instead what we had today is retail sales news come out today and absolutely wreck the markets here. So we saw gold dump heavy. It's retracing some of that news at the moment. We can see that retracing, so it's retracing some of that news at the moment. News dump gold heavy here, and what we saw is retail sales data come back stronger than expected, which kind of showing that the economy in US is doing better than they expected. No need to reduce interest rates as fast, and also will also give the opportunity for interest rates to be reduced. But we see money leave safe haven assets, gold. We see money leave the JPY and go into risk on assets like S&P, NASDAQ. You can see obviously the same opposite move than what we saw in safe haven assets, gold going down, and the JPY money coming out to JPY going into stock market, which is why we saw such a reaction here and such a reaction here on USD JPY and GBP JPY. But really unfortunate, very hard to catch this move. I'm looking back at it to see if there was any way I could have gotten buying at one of these supports, anticipating a move up. It's just hard to say. We could have had this equal move back down, bring us back to the bottom of the range, because we didn't have a confirmed breakout. I needed that 4-hour candle to close above this kind of resistance range that we had here. Now this candle ended up closing, but this was literally the close here that was right before news. So at this point I was like, I'll wait till news can give nasty liquidity grab, as this 4-hour candle had a very small bottom wick to give me the move here. But that was a very good confirmation. If I was to look to catch this realistically, I would have to anticipate and kind of be taking trades ahead of this, but it's really hard to predict. I don't think many people could predict this news to come out so strong like this, and obviously you see the reaction in the market, but nice to see. So what next? Well, obviously I haven't taken a trade in this, I didn't take the continuation because I don't just buy continuation like this. I need my specific rules and plans to take a trade with high accuracy. But leading in tomorrow, this could be extremely interesting. So one thing I'm looking at here is real estate market. I started investing in real estate market about a year ago, as you know, starting to build that investment thing, which I'm extremely happy with and grateful for. But you have to keep it, you know, this market in Dubai moves really fast. We're having kind of a boom in the real estate market, and people need to be very careful. A lot of apartments being, a lot of supply coming, right? And this is what you look at 2024. Look at the supply of planned properties coming in basically 2026, 2025. Need to be careful buying apartments in this time, because you know this is what's going to come. High-rise towers, supplies are going to come, obviously demand is going to wane, and you're going to have a supply shock there. But when we go to 2027, where you know you can look to pay off your rental property, right, by having one of these payment plans. The good thing when we have a booming market is developers build, and if you have the right contacts in the industry, you can buy, like for me, I prefer to buy, you know, more of a townhouse project, because you can't really build up, right? It's kind of a community. And when you have good contacts with developers, then you can get in on their first phase. First phase always going to be cheaper, because as they release phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, they start to increase price. So I always like to use this website here. Helps me to view what's going on here, and to see basically what's going on with the market here, you know, in terms of just, you know, overall. So I was looking at a bit of supply looks to be about the same. You can see, look at how prices increased drastically. You also want to compare this price per square foot to off-plan price per square foot. So if you see price per square foot in off-plan being way higher than actual price, that's a big gap. And that means that those people buying in off-plan properties, compared to ready properties, are going to see a drop in their property price. So you have to be careful, you know, and it's very important to you know, go ahead and look at what the market is doing here, and just make sure that, you know, you can see everything. So we can see sales volume is still very, very strong here, 2024. You know, and we can see basically property changes, prices still rising up, which is obviously good when you're buying earlier on, like I said last year, towards, you know, end of last year, beginning of this year. When you're buying around that time, as the property prices increase, you're buying at a cheaper price. So even with a market correction, remember, you make rental yield. It's mostly about buying the right property in the right places. So that's very, very important. All right, it's Friday, and yeah, just traded London session as the whole week. Gonna break down what happened for London session and my trades. So as you can see here, we were just ranging. We ranged all London session. You can see where my alert is. I'm looking for buys above here. So we might be able to get into those buys soon, if we're able to close above. So I'm just waiting for that right now. It's around 12 o'clock right now. 1 hour close is coming through. So it'll be a second 1 hour candle closing above, but not the best close here. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. But yeah, I do want something closing above this 192 level. This is a key level, flat number. If we can be above there, we'll break structure, close above, should give us a breakout. We have a huge range to trade. Literally, there's no resistance all the way up here. So that will be extremely nice if we're able to capitalize off that. But after this big move yesterday, we're just, you know, forming some range, which is normal. And we'll see if we can get some continuation, or if it wants to stay in the range till New York. Of course, I'll keep you updated on all of that. Now it's trying to reach into my alert. We'll see if we can make a bottom wick and close above this zone, and then tackle that accordingly. So yeah, just finished up, spoke with the guys in the group Friday. We're gonna go do something fun right now after. So I might take a trade first, and then you guys will see we're gonna go have some fun. So I'm gonna probably skip right to that, and yeah, let's get it. All right guys, on my way now to a showroom. Gonna go pick up a car for the weekend here. I always like to enjoy it. You guys have seen videos on the channel, always enjoying testing different cars. Today we need to test something different here and finish the collection, and basically go test a nice car, which you're gonna see. You've probably seen it from thumbnail or somewhere, probably included there. But I'm on my way to the showroom to go pick up that car, and just take it for the weekend. You know, you've been along with me with this, but gonna bring you along again, part of my week. Don't do this every week, but you know, it's nice to include it, and also to go enjoy a little bit. And that's something I enjoy, testing out different cars, since I love cars and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna catch you in there. Alright guys, picked up the F8. This is really nice spec, black with Hermes interior, as well Hermes highlights on the brakes. You can see it's super nice, super nice. Trying it out for the day. It's a really sick car. And yeah, it looks really nice in this afternoon here. So I have here the Ferrari F8 Spider. You can see the nice little screen there. Very happy with the car actually. Very, very, very good power delivery. Yeah, pretty sick. Enjoying it for the day here. And just trying out how it is, you know, what it's like. Always nice to experience these things. Definitely enjoying it for sure. Power delivery is insane on this, and it's a well-rounded car. Has the Hermes interior, which is super nice. And yeah, really looking forward to driving it. Alright guys, Ferrari is fun, but I want to give you guys some value. Took a trade here in NY. I want to break down this gold trade here and just break it down for you guys. Give you a nice little breakdown before ending the video. So enjoy this breakdown. Hopefully you learned something. So let's get it. Amazing, amazing. Gold delivering end of the week. To cap off the week, just back from New York. This is a trade it took. Spoke about it. New York breakouts here, looking for this 5 close above. And yeah, just we talked about it. Clean position, that was my position. Just sent that in the group. And yeah, 5 close above, breakout New York to get to that 2500. 2500 has been a massive target on multiple time frames. New all-time high for Mr. Gold here, hitting new all-time highs, and 2500 massive level. So amazing to see that hit. And yeah, pulled back from that, which you would expect on such a level. A lot of people have sell orders there. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really sell it myself. So yeah, you know, this is the trade here. Very happy with that. And yeah, all right, so I want to do some real work here and explain this trade that you guys saw from New York. So this was a pretty simple setup. When we have massive breakouts on gold into new all-time high, gold loves to just continue trend hard. So what we saw is we ended up forming initially a pullback here. We failed to close above lower time frame to give us the continuation. Now I could have bought on the pullback, but the reason I didn't want to buy the pullback is because when we dip into all-time highs, sometimes it just wants to be a liquidity grab and then end up rejecting, you know, something that's news, of course, but something like this, you know, failed to continue these type of moves. Big candle pushes, fails to continue. You know, this kind of topped out. This was easy to see as candles got weaker, but this is the scenario I'm talking about. Strong candle close, the next one just fails, which is kind of like strong candle close, we could just fail. So I don't want to buy here, it retest here, get stuck, and then boom, end up losing the trade. So instead, I rather trade the continuation, trade that setup 1 close above. Now, what people don't understand is this is just one of my continuation setups on 30-minute setup number 3. If you bring this in, this is one of my setups. I have videos on my channel, you can check it out. This is setup number 3, breaking the high here, which is that same type of setup to get the continuation. So it follows my plan exactly. I'm using 5-minute to get an accurate entry, allow myself to put stops on lower time frame structure, just because I expect after making a bottom wick here on a breakout, we shouldn't need to flip. This is a high volume setup. Take us to our level we've been looking at macro for months now. Probably about 1.5 months we've been looking for that 2500 to be hit, which we hit. Pretty straightforward trade, and that's about it. So I hope that helps and you learned something. But you know, this, you should watch my gold breakout strategy on my YouTube video. This is that exact strategy. So this is the last breakdown here, Friday, and I'm gonna end the video right here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and you found it useful. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Definitely does help the channel show up to future content. This is just showing you a realistic day in the life. A lot of you guys who clicked on the video initially because you saw Ferrari at the beginning, you might have learned a lot of value now and not being giving false dopamine hits from seeing Ferraris and seeing this lavish lifestyle. Work needs to be done. This is what's going to get you to your goals. Focus on the goals, not on all of this fake lifestyle and this stuff. So it's good to have fun, and that's what we work hard for, to have fun. But there's a big key in that is work hard, right? So I want to wrap up the video here. I appreciate everyone watching. Try to get some lighting here. It's a bit dark end of the day, but appreciate everyone watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like these type of videos. I'm going to end it here. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.